Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. This is the hack that concerns me the most, and it's the one I am the most skeptical about. Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different than I normally do. I've been seeing all over social media and Instagram these TikTok hacks to do your makeup, and I thought that I would give them a try today using some of my favorite gluten-free makeup items. I'll be doing a couple of different hacks on how to give yourself a facelift with makeup, and also a new technique to apply your mascara that is apparently the new holy grail way to do it. I have never tried these hacks before, so this is brand new to me. So this is going to be all fresh, no filter. This is my reaction. So if you'd like to see these hacks play out, just keep on watching. And of course, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all of the good stuff. And so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm all zoomed in and we're going to get started on the first hack, which is doing your contour a little bit higher than normal to give your face that kind of lift, and also applying your blush and highlighter higher on your cheekbones as well. So first, I want to start with the contour and concealer because I'm doing two hacks in one. One is doing the lift, like I mentioned, higher on the cheekbones, and the second hack is applying your contour and concealer on your face before you apply your foundation. Now, if any of you are Scott Barnes fans like myself, you will know that he has done this for years, so I'm pretty sure this will work, but I've not really tried it on myself, especially with the higher contour hack, so let's just dive right in. I am going to take my KKW Beauty contour stick, and this is the shade Light 1. And you can see I've done my brows already off camera. And what I'm going to do is place this. They said to do it basically on your cheekbone, which is new for me, obviously, so let's just try it. And they said to do kind of like a little Nike swoop. Who knows how this is really going to turn out. That side looks better than this side, but that's okay. With makeup, it washes off, right? So I'm gonna do a little bit of nose contour, not very much, because honestly, I am not very good at doing it. And I'm not really sure if it makes a difference on my nose. I don't know if it looks good, but anyway. So that is my contour placement. Now I'm going to go in with my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. And I'm going to place this on the places where I would like to highlight my face. I'm going to wait to do my under eyes because I have an under eye concealer hack that I want to show you later. So first off, I am just going to take a little bit of concealer and apply it on the places where I have a little bit of darkness. And the trick is that you're not really blending yet. I'm going to do a little bit of blending, but not much. So first I'm going to blend the concealer a little bit with a damp beauty sponge. This is from e.l.f. So I'm just going to lightly stamp it in. Because I think the hack with this is that it almost shows up better underneath your foundation when you just kind of lightly stamp it in first, and then you go over it with your foundation. So now I'm going to go in with my Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques and just lightly blend this contour. To me, this feels really high on my face, but I really just wanted to give this a good go because I've seen A lot of people on Instagram do this look, and it looks pretty, and their faces do look lifted, but let's see if it really lives up to the whole idea of having like a facelift in makeup. And I'm blending a little bit up towards my temples. Okay, I think that's all I have to do. So now I'm going to go in with my foundation. So this is my current favorite foundation. This has been my favorite for a good while. The ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. And I'm going to go in with my Scott Barnes 6'8" foundation brush. I'm just going to take one pump of this on the back of my hand, which should be more than enough to cover my face. And it says to go in lightly with the foundation. So I'm just going to kind of stamp on the back of my hand just to kind of give some even distribution of the product on the brush. And we are just going to get started. Stamping over where that concealer was. Being careful not to mess up my brows. And no matter what makeup hack you're doing, always blend down into your neck. Okay, so I think so far so good. It actually looks more natural than I thought it would, especially with the amount of contour that the TikToks have suggested that you put on your face. And with the small amount of foundation and the small amount of blending before you put foundation on, I was a little skeptical, but I think it actually looks pretty good and fairly natural. So continuing the face hack, which is kind of giving yourself a facelift by applying your cheek products higher up, I am now going to take my cream blush by Fenty Beauty. This is the color Petal Poppin'. I love this product. And so what I'm going to do is place this blush basically on top of my cheekbone. And they suggested going up towards the temple area. Again, this is a little bit higher than I would normally place my blush. But if it's going to give me a facelift, it's worth a try, right? Same thing on this side. Applying that blush basically right on top of my cheekbone, then blending it up into the temples. And I'm going to go ahead and blend this out the normal amount that I would, since I already did my foundation, and since I'm obviously not going to be applying more foundation on top like I did with the contour. And if it gets a little close to your eye, don't worry, because that's why we're doing the concealer hack next. And since we're doing TikTok trends, let's just go total Gen Z here, and we're gonna do some blush on the nose. And the goal with this is just to kind of give your face that sunburned look. So I kind of see where the applying the blush on the nose kind of gives you that cute, I've just been out in the sun, sunburned look. So it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's actually kind of cute. So to keep with the correct application, I want to keep applying my cream products first. So I'm going to take a pause on the facelift hack, and I'm going to go into the concealer hack. So I'm going back into the same concealer I used earlier on my face, and I'm taking that same dampened sponge. And the hack is really the placement of the concealer. So what I've learned is to take the concealer and apply it like on the inside and then go straight out. Now if this messes up any of the blush or contour, I can touch that up later. But this is supposed to give you more of that facelift look as well by lifting the corners of your eyes. Now I'm the kind of girl who usually puts concealer right underneath the center of my eyes as well, so this is different for me. But let's blend it out and see how it goes. Okay, so I just finished blending, and what do you guys think? I mean, I think it is definitely kind of giving me some lift right in this area, kind of in that cheekbone area. I don't hate it, but I usually love a nice bright under eye in here too. But I do like the fact that I do have concealer in this area, because that area gets pretty dark for me, and having that area nice and bright is always a good thing in my book. So I'm just going to set that area with some powder really quickly before it creases. So to set underneath my eyes, I used my Jouer Soft Focus Hydrate and Set powder in the color Fair. This is my favorite powder, and it's gluten-free, it's clean, and that means there's no talc and none of the nasty stuff. So that's what I used underneath my eyes. So let's go ahead and continue on the face lifting hack. So now that I am finished with all of my cream products for this hack, I'm going to go into my powder bronzer. This is another Jouer product. This is the light to medium bronzer duo. And I'm going to take the lightest version here. It's extremely pigmented, so I'm just going to take a small amount on my brush, and I'm going to go right where I applied my contour. Again, higher than usual, and kind of in that Nike swoop shape, just to further bronze up my skin and also to set that cream contour. Blending it up into the temples, and I always do a little bit on my forehead as well. This isn't a hack, this is just me. So now it's time for highlighter. I'm going to go into my Scott Barnes highlighting palette, and I'm going to use the color Pink Crush right here. It's a nice bright highlighter color, and I'm just going to apply it, again, higher on the cheekbone than I normally would, and blend it up into the temple. Well, I think this is definitely, like I keep saying, higher up than I would normally put this on my face, but I don't think it looks half bad. I do really think that it emphasizes my cheekbone area. It makes it look a little bit more round right there, and it definitely gives my cheekbones that extra lift and makes them look a little bit more pronounced. So I definitely think the hack worked. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. This is the hack that concerns me the most, and it's the one I am the most skeptical about. But because we can, and why the heck not, let's try it. This is the mascara hack. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, and then we'll get to the mascara hack. Alright, I've got a good curl on my lashes now, at least on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Maybelline Colossal Waterproof Mascara and coat the brush by doing a little swirly motion in there. And this scares me to death. What they said to do is take the brush vertically and go all the way across your lashes. So you coat every single one. And then, after you do that, to go in and do your normal sweeping motion. Okay, so the first coat is done. Give you kind of the side view of my lashes there. I don't know what I think. I think it looks a little clumpy. It looks a little messy. Obviously, I got it all over my lid, so I will clean that up and that'll be easier to see if the hack actually worked. But while my mascara is drying, let's go ahead and do the second side. Okay, so I'm gonna let my lashes dry. I'll be back in just a second and we're gonna clean up and see how it all turned out. Okay, so I have my mascara cleaned up from my eyelids because it did make a big giant mess as I was putting it on, so that is something to keep in mind if you're gonna try out this hack as well. But I don't see a whole lot of difference because usually I curl my lashes and then I will kind of twist the brush or the wand at the roots of my lashes and kind of blink through and then kind of do this motion through my lashes, and I don't see a whole lot of a difference. They actually maybe look a tiny bit more clumpy just because I think when I went through, hello Kobe, when I went through with the wand vertically through my lashes, I think it got quite a bit more product on. So I mean, it was quick. That was one coat of mascara and this is how it looks. Alright guys, so this is the end of the video for today. How everything turned out, I would give the face lifting hacks a thumbs up. I think using the contour underneath the foundation actually gave a very natural look and a nice blended look as well. I thought it was going to be a little bit too dark and maybe a little bit streaky, but actually I think it turned out really pretty well, and it might be a hack that I actually continue to use in my own routine. As far as using the products higher up on the cheekbone, I actually do like it. I don't honestly see a whole lot of difference from my everyday routine of how this actually turned out. But I do like it. I think it looks nice. I don't think it looks too fake or like you're trying too hard to literally lift your face. I think it actually looks nice, and I might continue also using this hack as well. As far as the concealer under the eyes lifting hack goes, I actually think it turned out pretty well. It was a surprise to me because I really didn't think that I was going to like the way that my concealer looks, but it actually doesn't look heavy. It doesn't look cakey underneath my eyes. I actually think it gave a nice lifting effect. I think the only thing that I would change is the order that I would do it. I would do my concealer before I put on my blush, because when I put my concealer on, anything that I had blended up into the temple area kind of got covered by the concealer. If you have all cream products, you can basically just go for it because you can blend afterward. But since my products are a mix of cream and powder, just go ahead and do anything from your concealer first, except for powder, and then go in with cream products, finish everything out, then do powder, if that makes sense. Now, the big fail for me was the mascara hack. I really don't think that this was life-changing by any means. I don't think that it's something amazing that you should just go and try right away, like TikTok is sharing and saying that it's this amazing, life-changing hack. It's really not. I mean, it did put my makeup on faster as far as how much mascara I was getting per application. It was a thicker amount of mascara, so it did get more on my lashes faster, but I don't see a whole lot of difference, and the only difference that I do see is that it's more clumpy, and I'm not really a fan of the clumpy mascara look. I usually like something a little bit softer but still bold. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this little bit different of a video. Let me know in the comments what you think of these hacks, and if you think that they worked out, and if you are going to go ahead and give them a try as well. Before you leave, again, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave your comments. I would love to hear what you have to think. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed as I was going through sharing my favorite gluten-free makeup products with you as well. I hope that you all are staying safe and healthy. God bless. Thanks so much for spending this time with me, guys. Bye!